This time on Road and Race, I drive the Focus RS. This is the third generation Focus RS, has a 2.3 litre turbocharged engine producing 344 horsepower, 324 foot-pounds of torque, and an 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. As standard, you get all-wheel drive, launch control, 2 suspension settings, and a drift mode. Optional extras include 19-inch black forged alloy wheels, rear parking distance control with camera, and painted brake calipers. After just purchasing a BMW M3, I was keen to see how this hyperhatch would compare.
So, welcome to my Ford Focus RS.
Thank you for inviting me.
Brand new Ford Focus RS.
It's got that new car smell.
Yes, it's lovely, isn't it?
It won't last.
No, it won't. What do you think about this car, getting in? What are your first impressions?
It's very sleek, isn't it? It's very modern. The stitching's really nice.
Yeah.
All the leather.
A big talking point about Fords is the build quality of the interior. Like, people are constantly, oh, it's rubbish, it's cheap, it's nasty, blah blah blah. I don't think this car's that bad, to be fair.
It's very nice.
I mean,
there are some dubious plastics.
These are sort of quite hard plastics here, but all of your touch points.
Your main centre console plastic could be a bit nicer.
Nice steering wheel though.
Steering wheel is very nice. You've got this kind of perforated leather here, which is very nice. And I like the little cut-off bottom,
the flat bottom
section.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, let's go for a drive.
It's not the full leather though.
No.
The seats aren't full leather.
I could have gone for the Recaro CS seat, the shell seat, but they're non-adjustable, so you can't adjust the height, and the bolsters are really hard. So when you're getting in and out of the car, like if you catch the bolster with your leg, it really hurts. And they're also a £1,000 option.
Oh.
So for me, these seats, I think these are really comfortable. They hug you really well. They look good. Entertainment-wise, this has got Sync 3, Ford Sync 3 technology. It's obviously all Bluetooth. It's got Apple CarPlay. So when you plug your phone in to the USB port, that just mirrors your phone basically.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see that, how much it does mirror. Is it actually an exact mirror?
It's not an exact mirror. It's compatible apps with this. But for example, Spotify is exactly the same.
Okay.
So I can access all my albums, my playlists.
Could have zhuzhed up the graphics though. They're a bit plain.
Yeah.
A bit kind of boring.
It's a bit simple.
As a passenger, I think the ride is firm, but not too firm.
Okay.
It's firmer than other cars I've driven in.
Yeah, we're in normal mode at the moment.
Okay.
But you've basically got 4 drive modes. You've got normal, which is just a normal day-to-day drive. You know, the throttle's not too sensitive, the steering's kind of reasonably light, the exhaust is quieter. If you go into sport, you get more responsive throttle mapping, and the valves open on the exhaust, so you get the pops and crackles. The suspension stays the same, but if you go into track mode, the suspension stiffens up, and it's ridiculous, quite frankly.
I've seen videos about that when people are really complaining about it.
Unless you're on an ultra smooth circuit, you're not going to really use it. And then you've got the drift mode, which I don't know, I can't.
What you use all the time, isn't it?
Oh, drift mode, yeah.
Straight out your house, drift there.
Yeah, drift around all the roundabouts.
Yeah.
But drift mode sends 70% of the power to the rear wheels, because obviously it's full drive.
Put it in rock hard suspension mode then.
Should I put it in rock hard suspension mode?
Yeah, and see if my spine explodes.
Okay, right, so now we're in rock hard suspension mode. So
and this is on a B road, this is on a country road.
Have you felt it immediately stiffen up?
Yes. So you can hear from my voice, there's a lot more wobbly. That's nice.
So you hear the cracks.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that has amazed me with this car is how well it handles. I mean, the Fiesta was good, but this is on another level. You put it into any corner, any sort of condition, it just goes.
This has got the louder, more progressive exhaust, the pops and bangs.
Yeah.
Which is juvenile, but everyone likes that.
Yeah. I find myself driving around with the rear windows down quite a lot. If you go underneath an underpass or something like that, it's quite loud actually.
I assume that's the car just dumping fuel into the exhaust, isn't it? And it's just.
So your MPG does go down a little bit.
I was going to say, do you get like terrible MPG like my M3 then? You're down to like 20 25, 26.
Averaging 22, bang on at the minute.
You get a nice sound in the car. I think my car's a bit too noise proof because you don't hear too much.
Your car, the sound that you're getting is all natural, isn't it? It's all the sound of the V8. Yeah. Whereas this car, the engine sound is amplified through the speakers. It's a little bit, it's kind of cheesy, isn't it? But it does sound quite nice.
It on the surface sounds like a real cheat, doesn't it? But I can see why they do it because that's what you want.
Let's see if we can hear the exhaust pops when we go through this little bridge here. So it does, the exhaust sounds nice, doesn't it? So I can't really go above 4,500 revs.
Yeah, because it's new, you haven't broken it yet, but it's fast enough.
It does shift, doesn't it?
Yeah, Christ, yeah.
I'll accelerate around the corner for you just so you can experience the grip. It is very good. And you can feel the rear sort of dig in as well.
Wow. Wow. That is, it's like being on rails, that was.
It does, it is amazing. It is so fun to drive though, it's amazing fun to drive. It really is. That's, I mean, Ford, they are good at making hot hatches.
Have you tested the brakes yet?
Brakes are very good.
Are they?
Yeah, they're huge Brembo 4-piston calipers. The biggest brake disc ever fitted to a performance Ford.
Okay.
And it's not too shouty. I kind of like the fact that it's a little bit subtle.
It's not subtle in any way,
It is!
You've got a huge spoiler on the back.
It's subtle!
You've got a stealth grey car with blue painted brake calipers, huge spoiler, and an exhaust that pops at you, spits at you.
It's really
like that, yes.
That's subtle. Should be good enough, I think. Oh, the door's quite light. I might have shut that a bit heavily. I've got these little door edge protectors. They pop out and cover the side of the edge of the door to protect them when you open it.
That's going to break.
Hope not. Where's slide it forward. Pull that bar up.
I'm used to electric seats.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a race car.
Manual seats.
Race car, mate.
Race car. Lovely steering wheel. This feels nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
So normal mode, the suspension does feel firmer than the M3 in the sense that the most comfortable mode in here is still more uncomfortable than the most comfortable mode in the M3. The bolster on this seat is quite hugging. Yeah, you can definitely tell that on a track this would hold you better than the M3, the standard M3 seats do. It's a real shame this is so new because you can't really...
It'd be nice to open it up a bit.
Yeah. Okay, so very, very small blast up to 4,000. Oh, no, not too high. You can't you can't drive this car slowly.
You can't. It's impossible.
I didn't even accelerate and I was up to 4,000 RPM and I've got to stop. The torque in third is nice. I mean that's from 30 to 60 in third gear, 2,000 RPM. Full track mode then, should we try it?
Yeah, go on then.
This is certainly harder, isn't it?
It's harder, yeah.
Really,
it's harder. If you bring it to third quickly and then accelerate out of this corner.
You do get the back going a little bit, don't you?
You feel it?
You do, don't you?
And if you do the same here, it's not really that.
This car feels like a shorter car. The wheelbase is definitely shorter than in my M3 and it does feel a lot more nimble in that respect. Especially in this race mode. It's a little bit...
It's ridiculously bumpy though, isn't it?
It's very engaging though. It's a very, very nice car to drive.
It's quick as well, isn't it?
It's different from the M3 was. The M3 is a bit of a brute and a kind of a real lazy V8 and the car's larger but kind of defies that largeness. This very much does feel like a smaller car. It does feel a lot more like a Terrier, it's more aggressive.
Yeah.
I'd say both are nice. The M3's nice.
And
this is nice, but they're very different.
They're different categories, aren't they? They're different leagues, aren't they, really?
Yeah.
I mean, the M3 is a league above this, without a doubt. I mean, if you look at this and a new M3, how much is a new M3?
£60,000, yeah.
It's a different level of luxury.
Yes.
A different level of performance. This is just a hyper hatch, isn't it?
But it's just, how much is it new? 635?
I paid 33,200 for this.
But that's with two options as well.
That's with the forged alloys, the calipers, the Lux pack.
So it's about 30 base, is it?
Yeah, 31 base, I think.
So it's a lot of car for your money.
It is a lot of car for your money, isn't it? So you like it? You think it's a nice drive?
Very much so. You've done very well yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. It'd be nice to get the most of it out on the track.
But for day-to-day driving, you know, it's always going to put a smile on your face, isn't it? Thank you for letting me test it.
That's all right, no worries.
Thank you.
We'll get some more on this in the future with this and the M3, so it should be quite interesting.
Yeah, well, I smash you. Crap. Oh my god.
You have to wash your car again, Gary.
Hopefully if I can keep my wheels and drive it.
Because it's been at least 3 hours since you last washed
I'm
this
going to
car.
have to take it back and wash it. Cut.
If you found this video useful, please subscribe and hit the like button, as it really helps us make more shows. Please feel free to get in touch by leaving a comment on this video, and I reply to everyone. Links to follow us on social media are in the description box. Thanks for watching.